Alright, let's dive into this ranking of the world's best rugby players, but I'm not just here to read names and stats. I want to break this down, share my thoughts, and maybe even challenge some of these placements. Because, let's be honest, ranking players is always subjective, right? So, we start with Cam Roigard at number 5. Now, personally, I think Roigard's rise is one of the most exciting stories in rugby right now. At just 25, he's already a key figure for both the All Blacks and the Hurricanes. What makes this really interesting is how he's managed to balance explosive running with a physical presence, something not every scrum half can pull off. But here's the thing, his impact isn't just about stats. When he's not on the field, the All Blacks seem to lose a bit of their edge. That's a detail I find fascinating, because it shows how much a single player can influence a team's dynamics. If you take a step back and think about it, Roigard's role is a perfect example of how modern rugby is evolving. Scrum halves aren't just distributors anymore, they're game changers. Moving up to Maxime Lucu at number 4, I have to say, his partnership with Mathieu Jalibert at Bordeaux Bègles is something special. What many people don't realize is how much Lucu's leadership and tactical intelligence contribute to their success. Sure, his kicking and defense are top-notch, but it's his ability to read the game that sets him apart. In my opinion, Lucu's performance in the Champions Cup final was a masterclass in controlling the tempo. But here's where it gets interesting. He's also proving that France can thrive without Antoine Dupont. This raises a deeper question. Is Lucu the future of French rugby? I think he's making a strong case for it. Now, Malcolm Marx at number 3. This guy is a beast. Honestly, I don't think there's a more complete hooker in the game right now. His World Rugby Player of the Year award wasn't just deserved, it was a statement. What this really suggests is that the role of the hooker is evolving too. Marx isn't just powerful in the scrum. He's a threat in open play and at the breakdown. From my perspective, he's redefining what it means to be a world-class forward. But here's the thing, with such high standards, how long can he maintain this level? That's something I'll be watching closely. Louis Bielle-Biarrey at number 2, dropping a spot, but honestly, I don't think that diminishes his talent. At 23, he's already a Six Nations Player of the Championship winner, twice. What makes this really interesting is his try-scoring ability. 34 tries in a season? That's insane. But here's my take. His absence from the Nations Championship might have cost him the top spot, but it also highlights how much rugby is a team sport. One thing that immediately stands out is his potential. If he keeps developing, we could be looking at an all-time great. But, in my opinion, consistency will be key for him moving forward. And finally, Finn Russell at number 1. Personally, I think this is a bold but deserved choice. Russell has always been a maverick, but what's really impressive is how he's added control to his game. His performances for the Lions and Scotland show that he's not just a flair player anymore, he's a match dictator. What many people don't realize is how much his fitness issues have impacted his season, yet he's still at the top. This raises a deeper question. Is Russell the most complete fly half in the world right now? I'd argue yes. His ability to change a game with one decision is unparalleled. But here's the thing. With such high expectations, can he keep delivering? That's the challenge for any player at the top. So, what's my final thought? Rankings are fun, but they're just a snapshot in time. What makes this really interesting is how these players are pushing the boundaries of their positions. If you take a step back and think about it, rugby is in a golden age of talent. And that, my friends, is why we love this sport. What do you think? Who's your number 1? Let me know in the comments below.